If you do just a few of these habits, you'll be that much more of a successful athlete. But ladies and gents, if you do them all, you will be unstoppable.
Young visionary, and I don't know where I am. I'm running blindfolded, like I ain't got a plan. You either steady living life, or you afraid to die. But if you don't take that leap, how you know that you can't fly? So I'm just...
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, make sure that you like this video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, click the bell so that you never miss another video, and jump down below in the comment section if you want a free bodyweight vertical jump training program. Comment action down below if you want a free bodyweight upper body program, and tag 3 friends on my Instagram if you want a free weight training vertical jump training program. Everything is free. Okay, in this video, I'm going to give you the 10 must-do habits of successful athletes. Now, this list I took from many professional athletes, and I also threw my own habits in there that I think you should be doing to become a more successful athlete. However, I think that you as a viewer probably can name some habits that I do not have on this list. So if everyone watching right now could, I would like you to put your top 3 habits down below in the comment section so that the rest of the viewers and myself can have a giant list of positive habits to become the most successful athletes that we can possibly be. Okay, so here we go. Habit number 1 is visualize your goals. In order to achieve your goals, you must know what your goals are, and you must be very clear on your goals. So you must be able to sit down, close your eyes, transfer yourself into the future, think about what you want your life to look like, think about what it's going to take to actually make those dreams come true, and then come back to today and say, what do I have to do today to make those dreams come true? If you don't know where you're going, chances are you're not going to get there. So every single day, make it a habit, 5 or 10 minutes, sit down, visualize where you want yourself to be, what you want your life to look like. If you want to be an NBA player, what does it look like when you're there? How did you get there? What are the steps that you take? What was the training that you did? How much did you do ball handling? How much shooting did you do? What did you eat every single day? You have to have a plan, visualize that plan, and see yourself in the future, then bring it back to today and start to take action. So that's number 1. Number 2, habit number 2, read or learn for 30 minutes a day. Minimum. This is minimum. The more you read, the more you learn, the more that you will grow as an individual and as an athlete. So the great thing about human beings is that we can literally learn anything. We can take anything that we want to be, any goal that we care about, and we can actually learn and develop our skills and become that. So, for example, let's say that I wanted to be a rocket scientist. I personally don't care about being a rocket scientist whatsoever, but if I wanted to get into rocket science, knowing nothing right now about rocket science, I am positive that I could learn what I need to learn. It might be hard, but I could learn, I could develop my skills, I could learn every single thing there is to learn about rocket science, and I could become the best rocket scientist in the world. I know I could, but I don't care about rocket science whatsoever. So think about what you do care about and start to learn about that. Start to develop your skills. Start to read books on the subject that you care about. If it's basketball, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Charles Barkley, Dwayne Wade, their trainer has written a book. His whole life, he's been training professional athletes, and he put all his knowledge into one book. Why wouldn't you read it? Tom Brady has a book. Why wouldn't you read a book by Tom Brady? Professional athletes have books. People who have developed skills and have spent their whole life gaining experience have put it into a book that you could read in a few days. Or if you're like me, I'm a very slow reader, a few weeks. But you need to be reading books, learning and developing your skills of whatever you want to do in your life. Habit number 3, drink enough water. Okay, if you're an athlete, you're sweating all the time. You need to replenish your body fluids with water and drink at least half of your body weight in ounces of water. So for myself, I weigh 200 pounds. That means I need 100 ounces of water every single day to make sure that I'm getting enough water. A gallon of water is 128 ounces. So I know that if I drink a gallon every single day, that I will hit my daily water intake and I will be in the position to become the most successful athlete that I could possibly be. So make sure you're drinking enough water, and when you wake up in the morning, drink water. Make it a habit to drink water every day. Number 4, don't skip your dynamic warm-up. This is a part, other than stretching, I think stretching and maybe foam rolling is what athletes skip the most. But then a dynamic warm-up is right up there with stretching and foam rolling. Nobody does it enough. They just get straight into their workout, especially if you're young. Okay, if you're young, you don't have stiff joints yet, but you will if you don't do a dynamic warm-up, if you don't stretch, if you don't foam roll. And there's been studies done that took groups of athletes and had them do, I think it was agility training, and they said, okay, we'll have a fourth of the participants do a dynamic warm-up before agility, then a fourth of them will do static stretching, fourth of them will do static stretching plus a dynamic warm-up, and then the last fourth of them will be the control group. They won't do anything. Who gets the best results with agility training? Number 1 was the people who did a dynamic warm-up. Number 2 was dynamic plus static stretching. Number 3 was actually no warm-up. And then number 4, the worst results came from doing static stretching before their agility work. Okay, so you need to be doing a dynamic warm-up before you do your training. Your training will be better, which will give you more results and build more muscle, get you bigger, stronger, faster, more explosive than if you don't do a dynamic warm-up. I'll link one down below if you need one. Number 5, build the neural pathways of your skill. Let's say basketball, because most of my viewers are basketball players. The skills of basketball are shooting a basketball, ball handling, okay? Many other skills that go into basketball. We have vertical jump training. There's many skills that go into it, but let's take shooting and ball handling, for example. You need to develop the neural pathways of those skills. Your brain is a computer, okay? Inside your brain, there are neural pathways of doing particular skills. Shooting a basketball, think about Ray Allen, think about any really good shooter. They practice it over and over and over and over and over and over the same exact way. So their neural pathway isn't some tiny little gravel trail. It's a wide channel. It's a giant river of where they can go down because they've done it over and over and over and over and over. Every single time that you do it the same way, you build that neural pathway, and the pathway gets wider and wider and wider so that you can flush more neurons down that, and you can get better and better and better at that skill. The more that you do it, the better you get. So you need to put the reps in with whatever skills, because your brain is a computer. You need to teach the computer how it is supposed to function. Okay? Number 6, clump or combine your training. I get this question a lot with basketball players who want to do vertical jump training. They say, I play basketball in the morning and then I do vertical jump training at night, or vice versa. I do vertical jump training in the morning, I do basketball at night. That is okay, but if you clump your training and you put those two together, you play a game of basketball, then you train right after, then you leave more time for rest and recovery to build your muscles bigger, stronger, faster, more explosive. If you do a basketball game in the morning, and then you go and you do a vertical jump workout at night, well, you just beat your legs up in the morning. Now, as you're trying to rest and recover, you beat your legs up again at night before they're done recovering. So clump them together. Always play your game first and then vertical jump training. Don't do vertical jump training and then your game, because you'll be tired for your game, essentially. But clump your training. That is a positive habit, and that's actually from professional athletes. Number 7, stretching and mobility work. This is a habit that you should be doing every single day. Stretch at least as much as you need, but at least 15 to 20 minutes per day. Okay, mobility work is, remember, the difference between stretching and mobility is stretching, you're trying to increase the range of motion in the muscles. Mobility, you're trying to increase the range of motion in the joints. You need both of them to become the best athlete that you could possibly be, because remember, tight muscles equal less athleticism. And if you have tight joints, you can't even properly do a squat, or you have poor ankle dorsiflexion, it leads to knee pain. There's so many bad things from being tight. So you need to make sure that you're stretching and doing mobility work every single day. Then we have foam rolling for 5 minutes at least. If you can't foam roll for 5 minutes per day, then I'm sorry. You don't deserve to become a professional athlete. I will say it right here. If you can't foam roll for 5 minutes, then you don't have the discipline to become a professional athlete. If you can't do this tiny little thing, how are you going to do everything else? How are you going to do everything that it takes to become a basketball player if you can't foam roll for 5 minutes? Sorry, it's not reserved for you. Somebody else can do it who's willing to foam roll. Anyways, number 9, Treat recovery like an actual workout. Everybody watching my channel, most of you are motivated. You want to work. You want to do vertical jump training, then vert shock. Then you want to do upper body. Then you want to do core. Then you want to do skills training. Then you want to do shooting. You need to treat recovery like an actual workout because recovery is just as important as the workout. There's two sides to getting bigger, stronger, faster, more explosive. You have to stimulate the muscle, break down the muscle, but then you have to let the muscle recover bigger, stronger, faster, more explosive. If either one of these is missing, then you don't get bigger, stronger, faster, more explosive. If you sit there and recover all day, but you didn't even work out, obviously you're not going to build muscle. You're not going to increase your vertical. You're not going to get bigger, stronger, faster, more explosive. But if you work out all day and then you don't recover enough, you're overtraining, breaking your muscles down, breaking your central nervous system down, breaking your tendons down, breaking your ligaments down, breaking everything down before it is done recovering. So your vertical, your muscles, everything, down. Okay, you will not get better. So make sure that you treat recovery like an actual workout. Then number 10, eat the 5 categories of nutrition. I was trying to think about what I needed to put something about nutrition in these 10 habits. I was thinking maybe I would tell you eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, which is very important. So I weigh 200 pounds. I eat 200 grams of protein per pound of body weight at least, and that's protein shakes, chicken, steak, Greek yogurt, salmon, eggs, whatever it might be. But I think a little bit more importantly than that is eat the 5 categories of nutrition. In every single meal that you eat, you want lean protein, complex carbohydrates, unsaturated fats, fruits, and vegetables. You want lean protein like salmon, ground beef, ground turkey, chicken, steak, tilapia, eggs, etc., etc. You want complex carbohydrates like brown rice, like oats, whole grain rolled oats, like whole grain pasta, whole grain bread, quinoa. You want unsaturated fats like peanuts, walnuts, almonds, peanut butter, almond butter, walnut butter. For people who are allergic to tree nuts, I actually got that question in my last video. They actually have something that is called sunflower butter, I think. Sunflower butter. I've never tried it, but I asked my girlfriend, what can people do, because she's a health nut. No pun intended. But I asked her and she said sunflower butter, which I didn't know was a thing, but apparently sunflower butter is a thing. You could also do avocado. You could do healthy oils like avocado oil, like olive oil. So there's proteins, carbohydrates, fats. Then make sure you get your fruits. All fruits are good. And then make sure you get your vegetables. All vegetables are good. So, and then those are the 5 categories. So those are the 10 must-do habits that you should be doing to become a successful athlete. Now, I'm sure, like I said, you have some that should be added to this list. So leave those down below in the comment section so that the rest of us, myself, and all the other viewers can have a giant culmination of positive habits that we should do to become the most successful athlete that we could possibly be. Anyways, like this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, click the bell if you have not already, comment jump down below, comment action down below, tag 3 friends on my Instagram if you want any of those free programs, and I already said that. Take action, because action is everything. Knowledge is not power. It is only potential power until you take action on what you know. The way to get results in your life is to think about what you want. Visualize your goals. Visualize everything in the future. Then bring it back to today and take action on the things that are actually going to help that dream come true. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Young visionary, and I don't know where I am. I'm running blindfolded like I ain't got a plan.